Welcome to Life on the Koi Pond. There's been a few changes round here, just a few. The plants are coming on well.
Oh, let's go and
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the alien owl. Look at that.
Rabbit's been on here, chomping everything. But she's been spared now, so she ain't as nasty.
Aye, straighten the gnomes.
Little fellas.
Look at that gorgeous present that I got
Solar power.
from Lynn.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Lynn. It looks lovely there, look.
Yeah. Nice little frog.
That's great,
Looks
that.
in
On a
there.
night, it honestly looks like there's an alien in the garden. And my little windmill.
Yeah.
That lights up and all. It's got lights in it now. Little people live in there, you know. Honestly, I've seen them. Yeah.
Little people.
Yeah.
So yes, things have been happening around here. There's no multibate in the filter house. Wonder why? Wonder why there's no multi-bay in the filter house. All shall be revealed. Fish are feeding ever so well. There's the grass cat coming up.
We've tried to a few worms, them calci worms.
They're loving the mix.
Yeah. What is it, Jamie?
It says Ikari Friend and Saki Ikari
Multi-season. They are loving it, and I have noticed a difference in their colours as well.
But there's also another reason as well.
And here's George. Now, George
Yes.
has been having a lot of trouble. He's had an internal bacterial infection. Now, we tried everything. Like the last video said, we tried salt. We tried aquaflavin.
We sedated.
Yeah, and we treated him with a first aid kit every 3 days, which I weren't very good at doing. Anyway, I found a brilliant fella called Stuart, and he owns Greenwood Aquatics. And I started talking to him.
What a guy.
Yeah, and he helped us loads. He come and he treated George for us with his magic potions that he's got. He's got, you know, iodine and stuff. And he just real confident with him, real helpful, loads of advice on hidden bacteria in your pond, you know.
Literally taking scales off.
Yeah, now he taught me.
Yes.
He absolutely taught me how to do it. So when I was treating him, I was leaving the scales risen. And underneath those scales, there was obviously infection. No wonder he weren't getting any better. Well, this guy come along, and he, Greenwood Aquatics, he's called, in Hull. And he just brilliantly got rid of all the bad scales that felt like sandpaper.
And pushed all the pus and the infection
out. And before we knew it,
it was unbelievable.
It was flat.
The amount of pus that was pouring out.
And like he said, we have to take the scales off.
Yes.
When there's an infection. It's like a black nail. You won't leave a black nail on.
That's right.
Because it get infected. And he just taught us loads of information that we didn't know.
Whenever there's infection on a fish, it builds up behind the scales. You just can't see it. It's behind there. So, and as that infection builds up, it's actually pushing the scale out. So, basically what you've got to do is
Remove all the mank.
ease that scale off. Don't pull it.
No.
Don't pull the scale off.
It just slid,
Ease
didn't it?
off, and then it'll just slide away. And then, with it comes, just push the pus and the infection out of the fish.
And then he just
And then he
made
upped the
sure that the first aid stuff, the antibacterial stuff he used, went right under the scales.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he just did a really thorough, fantastic job.
Proper
Put George back
Proper
in there.
job.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yes,
So
thank
yeah,
you,
we're
Stuart,
real
thank you.
grateful for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Georgie's getting better now. His scales are well, they're not growing back yet, but there's new skin forming.
Yeah.
He ain't got an infection now.
It's glowing.
Yeah, he's lovely.
It's glowing.
And he's feeding like a
Yeah.
trooper. He's a greedy boy. Here he is. There he is.
Hello, George.
Yeah. Right. Come on then, Jamie.
Yes. So, things have been happening.
A light behind you.
Yeah.
Shining on
How
you.
about that?
That's better.
Hello. Yeah, so things have been happening around here. For the best, let me tell you. Come with me. And I'll show you. Come on, love. Hey, Teddy. Come on.
Hey, Teddy. Hello.
Right. This is the headquarters. We've got a drum. It's Draco.
Draco, apparently.
Draco. Dropping drum.
Which is made for a Nexus or a Vortex. We had some help again from
did.
Greenwood Aquatics.
Yeah.
He come and
Gave us loads and loads of advice.
he set it for us, helped us do it, you know, because we wouldn't have had a clue. We were quite frightened of it, weren't we?
Yeah.
And you know, we managed to get it fitted.
An absolute bargain.
It was.
An absolute bargain. Shall we tell them how much it was, Andrea?
Yeah, it was £400.
400 quid! Absolutely amazing. These retail at 1,300
And that's
quid.
there, look, up there. That's what it is. And
Yeah.
this is, you lift the lid up.
Lift that lid up.
And there it
So
is.
let's go a manual wash.
And all the muck goes in there
Straight out.
and straight
Down
down
the
there,
drain.
down into the drain. And every time that drum's full of muck, it automatically washes.
It's got a float switch on the inside.
Yeah.
So what happens is, as the water goes into the sealed unit of the drum, the water level drops because it's getting pumped back into the pond. So as that drops, the float switch drops and then activates the clean.
Yeah.
So then it rotates and sends all the fill down the drain.
And it's so satisfying watching it slither down there, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, sometimes I just press the button for the sake of it, just to see the crap go down the drain. But anyway,
You've also,
we've got a 20,000 litre fairy pump running these three vortexes, all retro vortexes. Now, there's no way we could have a UV on the end of that.
because it's got a high, it's running at about
60%.
yeah, which is about 13,000 litres an hour.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah, about
13,000 litres an hour, and the UV will only take about 8
Oh, yeah.
because it'll smash otherwise.
We just can't take the risk.
Well, we've done it.
We have.
We smashed a UV once with an 18,000 litre pump. Shattered, brand new.
What a bloody nightmare. Bloody nightmare.
So I made this makeshift
So,
thing.
I made this.
It's a sieve, like a little
Obviously.
sieve. Bit messy, but
Yeah, I showed you this on my last video.
yeah.
But I'm reusing it again. And what we're doing is straight off the tee, straight into the sieve. Alright, it's untidy, it's messy, but
It's clean.
It's serving a purpose. I've got an 8,000 litre pump off the side,
Yeah,
which runs round, straight through here, down
to the UV
through the UV
and into the pump.
and back into the pond. It's doing its job.
So now we've got the first vortex, what we used to have just spinning around empty. Obviously, we've got the drum in it. The second one, we have got a moving bed in there. We need more air. We need to sort the air out, and so I'm not going to take the lid off because we've sort of pressed it down a bit.
We've got another pump coming.
Yeah.
We've got another pump turning up. So hopefully, what's basically going to be happening, we're going to be having 2 moving beds.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh, well, maybe not. We might never use that third one.
Maybe not.
Because since we got the drum, the third one doesn't fill up.
No.
So we've just got a bit of water in there, pure clean water, just going round and round. But we'll work it out, won't we? We'll work it out.
It will mature in there. Also, we've been using this.
Oh, yeah. This is called... by a lot, but by a lot of koi keepers, it's a magic wand.
Yeah.
That's what pond detox.
I ain't got my glasses on.
Well, I can just do that, look. This is what it does. Neutralises pollution, improves water clarity, settles particles. Now that was interesting because we had a lot of fines. So it settles it and sends it down the drain. Enriches skin colour. Well, I've noticed them looking more vibrant. It improves skin lustre, optimises health, and aids digestion. And it also takes care of heavy metals and any pollutants that you may have, in your pond. And you just add a couple of scoopfuls. It tells you the dosage on here.
And you can also feed it. Use it as a feed.
Yeah, you can mix it with food if you want.
We haven't. With food. No, that's all you can.
There you go. It's for weekly for stable water, during pollution, quarantine systems, temporary tanks, overstocked ponds, when adding new fish, during illness, during breeding, or in their diet, to promote health, growth, vitality, and enhance colour and skin quality. So yeah, I'd never heard of it before.
No.
But it's
but it is.
And we got it from Greenwood Aquatics.
Yeah, and it is the magic
And I've googled some reviews on it, and there's a lot of people who are really impressed with the results. So yeah.
Yeah. We didn't just go into it, let's just buy that, let's buy that.
No.
And he actually said, that is.
He said that's good. He said a lot of koi keepers.
Yeah. And we also was told that the moment you add a drum to a pond system, the nitrate goes up.
Can do.
Yeah.
Not always, but it can do, just a little bit.
But we did look it up.
Yeah.
And they said that it could go. And that's because the pond is preparing itself to be squeaky clean.
Yeah, it's a shift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shifting in the way the pond runs.
Yeah, because we're actually taking out the particles. And on them particles in the pond is healthy bacteria, believe it or not. Will actually stick to all them particles. So by getting rid of them, we're altering the balance.
Yeah.
Altering the balance of the pond, which causes a bit
little
of a
nitrate spike.
Yeah, like a little nitrate spike. But over time, it will even itself
2
out.
weeks-ish.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
A couple of water changes, which we do.
And that's why the pond's a little bit cloudy at the moment, because of this.
It's like,
it does make it a bit cloudy.
It's like clay, powdery clay.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it.
Like that, look.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Yeah, you get a little scoop in there. A little scoop with it.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh no, it's one of ours.
Yeah.
But you can always get a scoop.
But yeah.
Teaspoon scoop. And let's say 3 or 4 scoops. Chuck it in. You can't overdose with it.
No.
You know what I mean? You could tip all of that in your pond and you wouldn't do your big problem. They'd probably go mental. But you wouldn't kill them. But she can't overdose.
No.
So yeah.
So we'll apparently notice a difference in a few days.
Yes.
You know, the pond will get clearer and clearer, and the fines will disappear, and that'll be good.
Yeah. And we'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
We'll keep you posted on the clarity of the water and and especially how George is doing.
He's doing
You know.
brilliantly. I can't believe this. Where it was red and sore and absolutely devastating to look at, it is now growing new white skin where the scales have been eased
Where
off.
the infection was.
Yeah, and he's just, you know, he's a different fish. He's never fed so well. He's like, yeah.
And if we didn't do this, if we didn't get him this help, if we didn't do this, he would have died.
Yeah, he would have. It was getting bigger. It was getting worse. It was getting worse.
We've spent a good bit of money on him. We spent a good bit of money on him.
Yeah, with all the efforts
But,
we've
Yeah,
tried.
with everything, the treatments and things like that. But it's only what you'd spend on a dog, or a cat,
Or a rabbit.
or a rabbit, or a rabbit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I don't buy shoes. Well,
No.
I do. I don't walk around in bare feet. No, what I mean is, you know, I'm not like these, you know, women who have designer shoes and handbags, and I don't get my nails done. I'm just so if we can, you know.
I get designer scruff.
Yeah, that's what we do, innit?
Yeah.
So
Rabbit.
we spend our money on other things. Yeah,
Yeah.
rather than handbags
On
and
rabbits.
nails and
Yeah.
yeah.
And the animals. But I say, like, if you had a dog and it was ill, you'd take it to a vet and you treat it. Same with a cat.
Yeah.
And we're doing exactly the same with the fish.
Yeah.
Because they are family. You know, we didn't go into this as like, it's not a business. You know, it's not a temporary thing. We bought that drum. We bought that because it's going to be a long-term thing. It's our hobby. Something that me and my wife decided this is what we want and this is what we want. This is what we want.
Well, we enjoy it, don't we?
And later on down the road,
We'll force the kids when we're old and decrepit into taking it over.
It'll be their turn.
And they
It'll be their
look
turn
at
to
us.
Take over the hobby.
They look at us, raise their eyebrows, shake their head, and go.
Yeah. Yeah, but later on, we are actually talking about doing a quarantine tank out here inside,
Yeah.
and we might even decide to use the multi-bay
Yeah,
as like
maybe.
a separate filter. So it'll be a totally separate water course, not using the pond water. It'll be its own system. And that's
Yeah,
what
so
we're
that'll
thinking
be,
about doing. So if ever George, Mildred and the rest of the gang ever decided to get ill, we could net them, put them in the quarantine.
Put a high
treat them.
concentrate of salt in there, like
Yeah,
a salt
we
bath.
can do whatever we like.
We can heat it up because we'll be able to afford to heat a small.
PP 'em.
Yeah, yeah.
You can PP them, you can do what you like, but you're not going to affect the rest of them.
No.
And whatever they do have, it ain't going to pass on to the rest of them.
No.
And that's the
At least
benefit of having a
now,
quarantine tank.
because we've been on our own doing this. We just look at YouTube, Google, and do a bit of research that way. But now we've actually got someone we can ask advice, proper advice,
Yeah.
you know, and who we trust. So I feel we're quite chuffed, aren't we?
Yeah.
If we had a question, just a quick phone call.
Yeah, so please, if you are thinking about going into the pond hobby, look him up.
Well, yeah.
Revield Aquatics on Facebook. Look him up and he'll help you. And go along to the shop.
Because there's not very many people out there who will, you know, go to your house, help
That's right,
you.
He came here and he helped us with that. He helped us with the drop.
Yeah. So there's not very many out there. There's not very many koi clubs about. You know, people try and find koi clubs in their areas. They just don't exist. People don't exist. I've been to another aquatic place, which I won't mention the name, and they're not helpful.
No.
Basically, they're a really well established place.
They've got the attitude like theirs is the only place in the world, and there's nobody better.
And I'm always made to feel a bit of a nuisance when I go and ask some questions. Oh, you know, what treatment this, or what do you think I should do about that?
We've spent thousands there.
But like I say, I always leave this place feeling real disheartened and like I was a nuisance for asking a question. So it's quite nice when you find somebody you can ask a question to, innit? So yeah.
Well, when we first went round to his shop.
Oh, the fish. The fish. He sells fish. Yeah, he sells fish, and I thought my two Georgian Mildreds were big. There's some gorgeous fish, all different sizes, all in different ponds, and
But they are absolutely amazing.
But the big ones he's got, and
I'm not joking.
they're gorgeous and tame and lovely, aren't
His
they?
main pond with a window, there must be 9 fish in there, and they're all for sale.
Well, maybe not
Like
all,
that.
Jamie, not all.
Hey,
And
has
his girlfriend, she was telling me that she has a fish in there, hares.
Ah, well, not all of
So
them.
no,
Not all
so
of
no.
them. Not all of them. Everybody has a favourite. Everybody has a favourite, but they are for sale.
Yeah.
They are for sale. They don't sell them. But yeah, like we put this hoop, this kid's hula hoop
Oh yeah, it's brilliant.
in there,
Isn't
so it keeps all the food in one area and stops it from going into the skimmer.
My son come, Nathan, and he says, "Oh, you've got a magnifying ring, have you?" I said, "No, it's just a hula hoop thrown in." He says, "Oh yeah, it looks magnified," and he's right, because the air stops round the hoop, the water's still in the hoop. It sort of gives the impression of magnifying the fish, even though it doesn't. But it's good for something so simple.
Just takes the disturbance of the water.
Hiya, Mildred.
In that area.
Little grass cat keeps coming up. We call him Snatch, because he snatches the food, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he ain't so little now. He's getting big now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah, it's been.
So we've
It's
still
been
got
brilliant.
quite a lot to do, haven't we?
Oh, a hell of a lot to do.
Well, now we won't have to clean filters every few days.
No,
You
no.
might be able to concentrate on other stuff. Help
Yeah.
me do stuff.
Yeah.
You know, garden or
Yeah. Do a
make
bit of
things
gardening.
neat, you know.
We've still got a lot to do. Like we're on about chopping the lawn back here and things like that. You know.
Yeah, just
Um,
things.
you know,
Getting rid of that.
Making a rabbit run and getting rid of this crap.
Yeah,
Putting that
Again.
in storage
somewhere.
Build
We
a
act-
shed.
Yeah.
Another shed. You know. But yeah. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, see you all later.
Yeah, we'll see you all later.
It's getting a bit cold now, actually.
It
It's
is.
10 o'clock at night, isn't it?
Nippy. And it's a bit late. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for watching. And don't forget to tune in for the next one. And there will be. Bye for now.
See you later.
Bye.